Guys, this is a Slinger, and this is a Warframe grind video. Alright, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my Reach Surge Qorvex build. I'm going to collect some air here. This is like one of my favorite Qorvex builds right now. When you get into Steel Path and you're doing the survival, it comes in handy because there's lots of heavy grouping. Makes it easy to tank the Necromax too. So one. So it's 2, 1, 4. I did use shards on this. I've got all 3 blue shards. And the reason for that is I'm using for health regen and energy regen. Well, basically, you see how it works. It actually synergizes better than what he had originally, so I really like this. I'm using the nod list for grouping as well, but that's more for my melee and my my gun. So. Oh, in case you don't know, this is a switch here to get in this room. Nothing in here. Alright. So I'm going to go get some oxygen, I'll regroup, and then show you a little bit more gameplay, but you already get the gist of it, and it's not about how good a player I am, it's really just about the build, right? And what you like and how you want to play, because what it comes down to is everybody's got their own preferences, everybody's got their own style, and you're gonna like what you like. You might like what I like, you may not, you know. So the whole idea is to have fun. This is a game. Alright, let me grab another oxygen, and then I'll start killing. Alright, go back and make friendlies. That's really the way it works. And it's not cancer. You know what I mean? Like this whole build, I hate like try hard builds. I like to go in and make it as easy as possible, and if your build can't do that, then something's wrong. Maybe the Warframe's wrong, maybe the build's wrong, but yeah, I hate that sweaty try hard builds. So I try not to do that. I definitely don't want to make videos where it's, oh look, you got to be the best player in the world to make this work. And I've seen a lot of videos that do that. People think because they're skilled and the video is about them, not about the actual build. Because if you don't have their skill set, that build's never going to work for you. And that's a problem. So when I make these videos, I honestly try to make them as simple as possible. An old saying we have is keep it simple, stupid. And tactician over speed. You know what I mean? Always plan, double plan, triple plan. Too many cogs in the machine cause it to break down. So this is just a super easy build, like not easy to build, it's an umbral build, but it's easy to play. If you can get Breach Surge in your Helmuth, right now Arcanes are at a really great spot. But I mean, that's how easy this build is. It's hard to argue with easy buttons. Then I'm using the Catabolist, which everybody knows with critical mutation right now is a super win. And the Felarks, a lot of people are already using that. I was using the Archiplasmor, Tenet Archiplasmor, which is also really good. Just depends which one to use. But okay, from here I'll cut this video and I'll show you what the actual build is. I have several Qorvex builds, but this is the one I'm showing today because I feel like it's the most fun. It destroys the steel path, it's viable, and for the casual player it's just going to be a no-brainer. Alright guys, let's take a look at that build, and just so you know, I do have the Legendary 4 account. I am not playing in the Legendary 4 account right now. I'm playing in my Mastery 21 account. But like I said, right now, with the State of Arcanes, with the new section and the new event, you can get Arcane Energize, you can get Arcane Aegis, and let me see, Augmented, right? So you can get all these things very easily. You can get shards right now with the event that's going on. The Necrocils, when you do those, you get the shards. These are 3 normal blue shards, all right? So this one here is Energy Max because I'm not using a flow. And that way I felt with testing, and I've been playing Qorvex stop since he came out. When I get spammy, I needed a little bit more energy, and I didn't want to use a mod spot. Health regenerated and health regenerated. The reason I used those when we were doing the necrosols and they were 290 and I was taking the bleeding key, actually I was taking all 4 keys every time I did it. When I used 2 of these blue shards, I wasn't totally losing my health. So that's why those are on there. I would suggest just always plan for the worst case scenario and go from there. Don't say, oh, I might get lucky and that not happen to me, because then it's gonna freaking happen to you, right? So that's why I put these shards on there. Now the other shards, you could, let's call them flex shards, right? But you could do power strength easily, right? And you could switch. This could be 1 Tau Forge. You know what I mean? There's so many options. And the new shards out, there's so many options. But, okay, so yeah, I was using the Phelarx, the Catalyst, Azah, okay? I don't know if you guys watch Anovisions. I think I'm saying his name right. He had some really good videos recently about the arcane influence. So I kind of used a little bit of that, but I did it differently because I'm using the Nautilus for grouping, and it works really good. But that's another video, another time, and we'll get into the Qorvex build that you saw me playing. Was this. It's Umbra setup, adaptation, overextended. Just such a quality of life, right? Overextended. So fast deflection. So ever since the shield gating changes, fast deflection has become one of those 5-in-1 tools for a lot of Warframes, and definitely worth it. Energy Nexus is a newer mod, and for me it took the place of Equilibrium in this case. Okay, you get a lot of health shards in any kind of high ranking survival. Health shards is not a problem. That's why Equilibrium's so great, right? You don't get a lot of energy shards. So this here, what it does is Warframe receives energy regen, okay, +3. As you're playing, it just builds up. It's so nice. I'm using Arcane Energize and Augmented. All right, my power is 117, but then Augmented, you add that 60%. So, or like 60 on it. So I forget the math. I did it before in videos, and I don't really feel like going all that. But Brief Respite, because every time you use your stuff, kicks into your shield, and fast deflection, because you get less recharge time. Your shield keeps on building. This way I don't have to use catalyzing, catalyzing shields, right? So catalyzing shields is good in certain Warframe situations, but not for all of them. And if you look, he's got a 300 shield, and with his armor and his health, he's a tanker. But he's got issues that I took care of in this build. I really feel like I took care of them. I also, there is other issues, and I might make other videos as to even show you how to make them even tankier than this build. I do have another one that's even tankier, but this is just, hey, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to play to level 500 and go like this. Every once in a while, I'm going to take a vape. Oh yeah, that was interesting. Talk to my buddies, drink my coffee. We're at level 500. Yeah, not a problem. I'm Qorvex. That's what this video is. That's all it is. So, Nautilus, definitely have the Nautilus. Okay, just for grouping. All right. Hellstrom, I'm using. I'm not going to get into my Nautilus build right now. I will say probably everything I have works together. There's a whole thing, but I could make 3 videos out of this, and I just wanted to show you the Qorvex build, and hope you guys are able to get some of the new arcanes and the melee stuff. Let me actually look right now, because this I don't even have as good as stuff in this account as I do in my other account, but I do have. This is a set fan Zaw, which the Zaw is the way to go, only for the fact that you get Exodia Force, and you can use other arcanes with it. I'm using Master's Edge. Now we're getting into my build for my Zaw. I love this. I want to make a video for. I'm not going to get into it too much, because I did it a little bit different than what I saw it done, but I do like the idea behind it, you know. So I think I can bring something different to the table. Anyways, guys, that is my build for Qorvex. This Qorvex. So what I have between the 2 accounts, I think I have 6 Qorvexes now. All right, guys, get out there and grind. I will.